got a new toy. So the magnet. See if it'll help me clean up a little bit. That steel wool gets everywhere. It just sticks to the block. Well, hello. I'm Coin Ring Maker from coinringmaker.com. If you've never seen me before, I make coins into rings. And today we're going to be working on a 1 ounce fine silver Memento Mori round. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I'm pretty stoked about it. Wow. That's a pretty strong magnet. It's like magnetizing the block. Awesome. Alright. Well, let's get on to the nitty gritty. If you guys want to check out the shop anytime during this live, there's a link down here. There's also one on my profile, or you can just go directly to coinringmaker.com. You can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10% if you want to. And this is the coin we're going to be working on today. So we're going to go ahead and crack that open and take a look at it. This is a 1 ounce fine silver round. Really, really cool detail on this one. And yeah, if you guys have any questions while I work on this, feel free to ask. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit that follow button so you can catch me every time I hop on live and make a cool coin into a ring. Alright, the first thing we've got to do is punch a hole right in the middle of it, so I'm going to get prepped for that. I'm going to use a 5/8 inch punch. This is a rather large round. And I like to put a little buffer down on each side of the coin. So this is just like blue shop paper towel. I'll lay that down underneath and on top. And that kind of helps protect the detail, especially when you're working with fine silver. You want to be really careful. So this is going to auto center that coin right in the middle. Put our punch on top, and we're just going to hammer that on through. Y'all tap the screen if you got some free fingers. Got about 300 likes so far. Let's see how high we can get that number. There we go. Really nice owl design. And there is our skull. It's pretty tight. Let's see how our coin's looking. Pretty good. Now if you look on the inside here, it's a little rough on that edge, called the cut edge, where we hammered that punch through. So I'm going to take a deburring tool and clean that up, smooth it out. Just cut away some of that rough metal. now I like to take, how did I start the hole? So I have this pretty cool tool. This is put out by jasonsworks.com. It auto centers the coin. It's like cone shapes as we tighten it down on this platform. So you lay your coin on there, tighten that down, it centers it, and it comes with a couple different size punches, and you just hammer them on through. It's a pretty good tool. When I first started, I made these and put like a quarter in there and then use like a Harbor Freight punch and die kit, and it'll center it and punch it through. I still have these available on my site. I don't use them as much anymore, but that's what I used before I got the auto centering punch there. So this is just 4-0 steel wool. It's like super fine steel wool. We're just using that to smooth out that inside punch a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. All right, now we're going to anneal the coin, which is a process where we heat it up. It's going to help soften up the metal, make it a little less brittle, and just easier to work with. And if anybody wants to check out the shop, again, I'll pin it down here at the bottom of the screen. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. This is just plain old water. Cool it off. All right, now we're going to take it over to the 1-ton arbor press right here and start folding. So, doming block. This is like a Delrin ball. It's really hard plastic. This is how I like to start folding coins. It gets a really nice even fold all the way around. Kind of looks like a UFO. Sometimes that ball likes to stick in there, so we gently pop it back out. And like, the main thing that makes coin rings fail is usually right here. This cut edge that I've been smoothing the whole time, right? If we get any kind of cracks in this as we shape this into a ring, those will expand and they'll end up looking like this. Splits the ring. It's not what you want to happen. So throughout the whole process, I try and make sure I keep that nice and smooth. 4-0 steel wool is like my best friend for it. So We'll just smooth that out a little bit more, and then we can fold it a bit more. Get that real nice fine silver shine going there. We'll go fold it some more. Now we need to find pretty decent sized 17-degree die. I think that should work. How long have I been doing this? About 3 years. A little over 3 years. Coming along really nicely. I'm going to go ahead and anneal it again just to soften it up. We've worked on it quite a bit, so it has work hardened a little. What kind of torch do I use? This is like a camping, like propane torch. I've seen other people use MAP gas, but the temperature on that's quite a bit higher, which brings you, I mean, it heats stuff up faster, but it also brings you closer to like melting points for metal. Propane's in a nice cozy zone where I'm not really afraid it's going to melt my silver. If I do leave it on there a little too long, it can like deticulate. I don't know, that's a weird word. It can blister on the surface. So I try not to heat it too long, but that's what I use, is just like camping propane. But yeah, we didn't heat this too long. You would see the blistering, usually in the really flat areas. It'll just start to blister up. That's looking really good. All right, again, we're gonna smooth this cut edge. Just give it a tension all the way. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to ask. If you'd like to check out my shop, it's coinringmaker.com. I can pin a link for it down here, but it doesn't last very long. So if you can see it, tap on it. Go check it out. Nice. Make sure it's nice and level in there. So if it's uneven when you fold it, it'll make the ring uneven and go sideways. You want to make sure everything's level. Go nice and slow. I've seen some people do this really fast. And that's another way to split your ring real quick. That's coming along really nicely. guessing this is probably about a size 13. Hey, that's pretty close. 13 and a quarter. We need to get it down to a size 10. So we're going to start reducing, which is where we make it smaller. And it's also going to kind of correct this cone shape and give it more of a straight wall ring look. Alright, so we're going to throw some tape on this. That's going to help protect the detail as we reduce it down. Ooh. This is called Blue Monster tape. It's like regular plumbing tape, but it's quite a bit stronger. I'd say it's about 3 times as strong as like the generic white tape. So I don't have to wrap it as much. And it's just really effective at protecting the detail on the ring. So now we got it wrapped up. Let's go reduce it some. This is called a Swedish wrap, so it's a 17-degree die. So it starts quite a bit wider at the top and slowly gets narrower. I'm just going to push the ring in there. It's going to make it smaller. Try to get my hand out of the way. Got it almost to the bottom. You can already see it's getting a little smaller. I'll throw a little more tape on it. Find the next smallest die and reduce it a little bit more. Not quite. Put down one more die size. And then from here, I'm gonna flip it over and reduce that wider side now. Sometimes the ring likes to get stuck in there. Gotta give it a little push. Alright, so we're gonna take this tape off, see how our ring is looking. pretty damn good. Yeah, that looks nice. It's just a little smaller than a size 10 at the moment. We do still need to get rid of this lip on the inside here. So that's what we're going to do next. And then we'll size it down to a size 10 and polish it up. It's looking good. Now is a good time to check out the shop if you want to. You can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10%. We're just going to be cutting this away, so you're not going to miss anything. You got a couple minutes, go check it out. I just gotta reduce it down to a size 10. A little too much. Gonna have to stretch it. Right at 9. Not quite a 10. There we go. Perfect. Every time I use the ring stretcher, it leaves kind of a weird cone shape. It's wider on one side than the other. So what I'm going to do now is spread out this side and then reduce it to match the other one so it looks a little better. When I do this, I go a little past how wide it is on the bottom. So you can see it's kind of flared out just a little bit. And then we'll reduce that side and it should match up nicely. Yeah, that looks much better. Double check our size. Sometimes things change. It looks like it's a little smaller on that side now. Slight stretch to get back over the line. Much better. Alright. Let's make it nice and shiny. Well, guys, if anybody has any questions, let me know. Yeah, you can find my shop at coinringmaker.com. You can also tap this link down here, and that'll take you to my shop. But it disappears really fast, so. Yeah, I make all kinds of coin rings. Quarters, half dollars, dollars. This one right here is a fine silver Memento Mori round. A lot of different stuff to choose from. I made this one. It's a ½ ounce Don't Tread on Me round. Didn't make that one. Hit it with a polishing cloth. Get it even shinier now. Look at that. looks pretty good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit that follow button. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll catch you next time. Peace.